Hey guys, we're at our first call today. It's going to be a busy day. I have an extensive conference call with Jobber today because I've started using their software, and man, I kind of like it. I can add pictures of what I'm giving an estimate for, of the equipment, of a contactor, of a dryer. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff with Jobber, and I'm going to have a meeting to try to improve my skills with it. But today's the first call of the day. I've probably got 4 or 5 more. Come with me. Okay, reports on this one is that it has been freezing up. Oh, that just turned off. Oh my. Alright, a filter here is going to do no good if there's no filter here. The coil looks okay. This is a downflow. Watch my fingers. Man, this coil has been beat up. Look at that. All over the place. Look at this. You know what that's from? Somebody chipping ice off of it. Man, that. If y'all can see what I'm talking about here, how it's so beat up all over. That's got to be from somebody knocking ice off of it, trying to thaw it out. All the way over here, all those turnaround tubes are beat. Alright, let's turn it back on. It does look like it is sweating down here, but not up here. So maybe it has been freezing. Let's turn it back on and check it outside. I just turned it back on. Ooh, that is, right now that is super cold. I'm gonna take y'all off my shirt here. I mean, that is abnormally cold. We have a 2.5 ton here. Out here, I have learned you might have a mismatched system. So I'm trying to be aware of that. I didn't take a picture of the coil, so anything smaller than a 3-ton coil out here is kind of rare though. 244 and 86. That might be good if it's R22. But this is a R410 system. It says so right here. I'm suspecting an airflow restriction. Maybe not. It's not so cold right now. Sometimes it's really cold when they start up. Let's check superheat and subcooling to confirm whether it's some kind of restriction or if it's low on refrigerant. Select the refrigerant. Okay, I have a negative subcooling and a 45-degree superheat. That tells me this thing is low on refrigerant. It's like we're doing a leak search. Y'all see this tree up here? A pecan just hit me in the head. I killed power out here because I want to look inside the condenser and see if I see any signs of oil. Nothing. Why in the world is that on here? But that is just wet from condensation, but like signs of oil I'm not really seeing. I mean, what do they think? That's going to keep somebody from hauling it off or something? Blowing off? Let's go look inside. This just happens to be sitting here. And it looks like the shape of these. Let's do a leak search real quick.
She just text me to tell you that it be hot in this room and to check the duct work under the house.
Okay.
What you talking
about? Okay.
Okay.
I need to figure out why it's icing out first, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
I'm waiting on this thing to warm up. You'll see the light I'm using. It's this Rover light. I got a bunch of lights, but that's the one I use most often. Alright, let's put this on high. Okay, I'm confirming this is a 3-ton coil. First place I check. It is very common to find your leaks right down here. And the leak may not absolutely be right there. Many times it is, but when the refrigerant escapes, it expands, which is what causes it to absorb heat. So it's cold and it falls down kind of like dry ice. So down here in the bottom in these corners is a good place to check. So we have multiple leaks. Alright, what you see me checking right now is right there where it has been hit. Man, they have beat this thing to death. I think we got a leak. Well guys, I think it's pretty obvious that I left them an estimate to change the evaporator coil. And maybe some advice to not use a wrench on it. I've been dropping a lot of estimates. I got approved for one today. I gave an estimate for an ACiQ straight cool 5-ton at a laundromat, and I got approval. And it's a different kind of top discharge straight cool than I have installed at other places. I think this one's made by ICP. I'm not real sure, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. If y'all want to be an ACiQ dealer, check out the link in the description. And if y'all like this video, please like and subscribe. It does help out. And check out the store in the corner. Oh, and I've added a link in the description for local people who might want to book an appointment with me. There's a way to book an appointment through this jobber link. I'm just learning how to use this app, and it's really nice. It helps me make professional looking estimates and invoices. I kind of like it. Catch y'all on the next one.